Good evening, friends and neighbors. I am Stephen Walker. Welcome to a special episode of Living Local on this Christmas night, 2025. Now, it's a special episode because it's Christmas, not because there's going to be some grand moral about the dangers of caffeine pills or teen pregnancy come the end of this episode. Although, it is episode 15, and unless this show gets its grades up, it's going to be the only one of its friends without a driver's permit next week. I do have a special treat for you during the Board Store Home Improvements feature of the week that you'll not want to miss. We're going to get a weekend weather forecast in here. And Pat Stevens stops by to talk about rotary lights in La Crosse this year. You do still have plenty of time to get down to Riverside Park and take in the sights and sounds of this year's spectacle, but Pat's going to fill us in on what's happened so far and what is still to come. Now, normally, we would do the Amundsen Appliance Week that was right now. But as you and I both know, not a whole lot happens during the 2 weeks that bring a close to the year. The holidays are ramping up or they're petering out. We're all running from gatherings with friends to company parties to obligations of all sorts. Then, as soon as we think it's okay to breathe and leave the holidays behind us, we're reminded that New Year's is exactly 7 days away. I do believe there is a better way to plan the holidays in a calendar year, but that horse left the barn many, many moons ago and seems way above my pay grade. This time of year makes me nostalgic. I'm sure it does a lot of folks. I am drawn back to the unwrapping of gifts or the tricks that we pulled on each other. I think of the many years we made Mom cry with the gifts we gave her. I think about the people that have left us and how at one time we couldn't imagine the holidays without them. I reminisce on the innocence of a little one and how desperately important it is to protect that innocence with every fiber of our being. Now is the time to take stock in the victories from the last year and tabulate the lessons from our defeats. It was a strange and difficult to define chapter in my world. First, at the top of the list is a family that is absolutely thriving in all of the meaningful ways. The love and support that echoes through the halls of my home and into my ears as the days progress is loud and mighty. I have an amazing and wonderful wife who never ceases to amaze me with her talents, grace, and ability. We are in lockstep on the future and how we look to make a mark in the community we love. I have a sister that lives with us and gives our life a wondrous undertone of levity and familial balance. I have a nephew that wakes me up every morning with a hug and a smile, and he lights every fire in my soul that wishes to make this a better world than I found it. Second, it was a momentous professional year for me. I can't begin to express my gratitude for the team I have the privilege of working with on a daily basis. This dedicated group of highly skilled professionals are the most supportive and encouraging pool of people I have ever met or been around. In the past, I have had the honor of working with dear friends, legitimate stars, and with incredibly talented and prolific people of all stripes. This team stands shoulder to shoulder with any and all of them. The way they not only support but encourage letting Stephen be Stephen fills my sails and inspires me to run through fire and into a wall for them. I'm also not naive. This last year was rife with imposing uncertainties and fear. And to pretend like that simply isn't true because I feel fuzzy in this moment and wish only to acknowledge the wins is more than disingenuous. It's rude, condescending, and a level of disconnected that I'm not willing to fall to. I won't pretend to be an overly positive person, but I will say, as we get closer to day 365, I'm only going to focus on the horizon and look forward. I'm no longer interested in the trappings of the past and the need to find reasons why we find ourselves here. I'm just going to busy myself with what's next. I'm only going to worry myself with the things that I can influence and the people that can directly influence me. I'm going to continue to bring you stories from the people and places that make our area of the country so special and unique. I'm going to continue to show you the ways to entertain yourself without having to leave or buy something from someone you don't know. I'm going to continue living local because honestly, it's all I really know how to do. So to that end, 'twas the evening of Christmas and all through the land. Everyone Stephen personally knew was making his life grand. He had a family whose love knew no ends. He was richer than Bezos if ledgers were measured in friends. As 2025 comes to a stop, Stephen feels like the world is what he sits atop, smiling wide and with a heart full of cheer. If you thought this was something, just wait until next year. I have a holiday present for everybody coming up in the Board Store Home Improvements Feature of the Week, so you're going to want to stick around. This is Living Local.